Hello everyone, 大家好. My name's Antony P, and I recently gave a seminar on how to write a cover letter to students at National Taiwan Normal University here in beautiful Taiwan. This workshop is the last of 3 workshops that I delivered at this university. I had a great time. I enjoyed meeting the students. I work a lot with NTNU, and it's a wonderful place to be. If you would like to invite me to your campus, please find my contact details below. Thanks. Now let's get into the video.
All right, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to our 3rd session of writing workshop, and today we'll be covering cover letter. So before we start, I would like to briefly introduce our main speaker, Mr. Antony P, or you guys just simply call him Anthony. So Anthony is a professional writing instructor. He has been lecturing in Taida, Shida, Zhengda, and many other universities around the city. And he specializes in business writing and academic research writing. So today, I'm sure he has brought us some interesting and useful tips in cover letters. So before he starts, let's welcome him. Thank you.
Thanks. You're getting good at my introduction. Yeah. You had no notes today. You know.
I got the notes today.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Hello everyone. My name's Antony. Please call me Antony. I see familiar faces. So who came to last week's workshop? About half. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to talk about cover letters. I work here at NTNU in the Center for Academic Literacy in this room as an academic writing and public speaking tutor. I work in the Gongguan Library on Tuesdays in the morning and afternoon. Come say hello. People that have used tutoring before with Cal? Hands? Nobody's been to tutoring? Really? It's a great thing. It's free for you. We have lots of wonderful tutors, people that are Taiwanese, people that are young, people that are old, everybody from all different fields. Please come and join. Additionally, I give it's a speaking study group on the different types of arguments in this room on Wednesday afternoons. Free to join as well. If you're interested in that, come and see me, and I can give you that QR code. Additionally, with Cal, I've made a video series on academic presentations that are available to you all. Right now, there are 5 videos, and I'm working on the next 5. Very exciting stuff. My full-time work here in Taiwan is with Uni-edit English Editing and Translation, where I function as a research paper editor and a seminar presenter. I design educational material for international academics, writing and publishing their research. Very fun stuff. A little about me personally. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio in the USA. This is a beautiful picture. The city is like, it's okay. It's like nice, neutral, Midwestern city. Not much special going on, but it's not a bad place. Currently living in Wenshan in Taipei. I love Taiwan. I've been here for 2 years and hope to stay for a lot more. I started teaching in Japan many years ago. I had little children, and I had grandmas, and I had business people. I had everyone. I loved Japan. I like Taiwan more. Except for the mochi. Japanese mochi is so good. Okay, I lead a community workout group downtown as well, which is great fun. It's what I do in my free time, and one of my hobbies is I like to take photos, mostly of insects and little tiny animals. Cool! If you have any questions along the way, please let me know. And a quick thank you to David for inviting me from the College of Liberal Arts and help me with it, the EMI course. There we go. Yeah, so any questions you have about that, David's a great resource. And that team, all of them over there. Thanks for having me. Today's topic is on cover letters. We're going to talk about how to write a cover letter and basic structure. Lesson plan today is about 50 minutes. We're going to start with what is a cover letter purpose, cover letter content, sections of a cover letter format, and AI in cover letter writing, and then lastly, common mistakes in cover letters. I think most of us know a little bit what a cover letter is, but I think we all have a lot to learn because there's a lot of weird cover letters, and there are very few perfect cover letters. Yeah? So my theme today is going to be, let's be more simple. Let's not be complicated. Let's not be complex. Let's keep it simple. And simple cover letters are often more clear. So what is a cover letter? Yeah, it's the first letter you write to people who will get your resume. As simple as can be, that's pretty much it. So when you're applying for a job, you will likely submit a one-page document that highlights your professional experience and interest in the role and the company that you are applying for. Simple definition. This one-page document is called a cover letter. So my cover letter. This is who I am. This is the job I'm applying for. Sometimes a company will ask for a personal statement. It's similar to a cover letter, but it's longer and goes into more detail. Very similar, but normally it's longer. They are different. Here's the resume that we used on the second class together. A resume gives all the facts about your that are relevant for the job. A resume has little emotions. It's just facts. Here's what I did, here's where it was, here's what I did, here's what I did, here's what I did, here's the time. A cover letter gives context and a story. A cover letter can include emotions. Yeah? That's where they're very different, because a cover letter is going to show a little bit of personality. Resume does not show a lot of personality. Cover letter purpose. The main purpose is to provide the company with a summary of your application. It's vague. It's the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, the how. So as you're writing your cover letter, ask yourself, who am I? What have I done? Where did I do it? When did I do it? Why did I do it? How did I do it? Including information about the company. Cover letter content. This will be most of our presentation today. Hello, handsome man. I should have worn this color, so that would have been nice. You start by introducing yourself. Name, education, expertise. Interest in the company and position. Interest in company and position. Very simple. I'll show examples in a moment. Show personality. What do we know about Naruto? So much personality, right? He's one of the most energetic people in the world. Are you engaging? Are you excited? Are you professional? Are you clever? Or are you creative? Good cover letters show these characteristics. These are human traits not shown in a resume. Human traits not shown in the resume. Highlight specific skills and qualities. What are your top professional skills? One common mistake in cover letters is that they're too long, and you list 100 different skills. It's not important. What are the top 1, top 2, top 3 skills? What are you best at? What are your professional aspirations and goals? Aspirations is like, I want to be proficient in international marketing within the next 3 years. I'm looking forward to the opportunity. Content, to show English ability. Small mistakes in a cover letter will lead to your rejection. Well-written cover letters show your English ability and attention to details. Poorly structured cover letters show that you are a disorganized person. This is about structure. If the structure is weird, shows that you're disorganized. Well-structured cover letters show that you are organized and a good communicator. Organized, good communicator. Great. We'll get into examples in a moment. AI software aid for cover letters. Before I say anything, AI is a great tool. It's fantastic. It's your own personal English assistant. But you are not all the same. So your use of AI is different. I'll explain that in a second. In the cover letter, you can write, I used software to help me write this cover letter. You can write this. In the cover letter, you can say, I did not use software to help me write this cover letter. These people are 2 different people. Yeah? For very different jobs. This level of sincerity has not entered society. So I'm suggesting this is new. Traditional cover letters would never write this. I'm suggesting this because AI is now everywhere. Yeah, a year ago, this is not important, but today it is. Your honesty will likely be appreciated. For jobs like an English teacher, I did not use software assures them that your writing is authentic. Saying, hey, this is my writing ability. I wrote this. This is who I am. But if your job does not require authentic ability, then using and disclosing the software may be appropriate. If you're an engineer and English writing ability is not important for your job and you use AI, just let them know, hey, I used AI. Then it shows, hey, I can use AI. I'm good at new technologies. Very different job applications, English teacher and engineers, which means you might want to disclose. If your English ability is really good and you did not use AI, that's awesome. Just write it in the cover letter. I did not use AI to write this. This is my authentic writing ability. Fantastic. Hey guys, I give live presentations to university students around Asia on this topic and on similar academic writing and publishing topics. To invite me to your school, you can reach out to me via email. Thanks, and I'll talk to you soon. AI and software aid for cover letters. Take a quick look. 30 seconds. Which one is native and which one is ChatGPT? Please raise your hand if you believe the top paragraph is ChatGPT. Most. Are you just doing that because everybody raised their hand? Please raise your hand if you believe the bottom one is ChatGPT. It's okay, just because everybody raised their hand doesn't mean you can't. Okay, why? Specifically, okay, we got one for the bottom. Good, thank you so much. Any exact?
Honing my leadership skills.
Honing my leadership skills? Why is honing, where is that?
On the second one.
Honing, yeah.
AI tend to use fancier verbs.
AIs tend to use fancier verbs. Good. Honing is a great word. But if you're a non-native speaker, I'll question it. It'll feel like you're trying to be fancy because you looked up a thesaurus. It's a great one. Any other things? Tenure. I would know that this is AI generated in the first 3 words. During my tenure. Tenure is almost only used for faculty members that are long-term employees at a university. Grammatically, it's correct. The definition is correct, but we just only use it with professors that have a tenure, a contract with the university. And high school teachers, saying tenure is very fancy for a high school teaching job. Anything else? This sentence is much more direct, right? I have 3 years of English teaching experience at a high school in Taipei. During my tenure as an English teacher at a high school in Taipei, this is actually vague. It's fancy, but it's vague. This is much more specific. Specific writing? Fantastic. Let's be very, very, very specific all the time. So yep, ChatGPT on the top, native sounding at the bottom. Here's my main changes. Tenure, 3 years, honing, enhancing. This is a common sentence structure. These experiences not only enhanced, but also take it out. So I wrote, these experiences enhanced my organizational abilities and allowed. Much more direct. The not only, but also is a very, like all my students in Taiwan do it. And it just feels like they're wasting words. You can just be really direct. I have this and this. So if you use AI, a native English speaker will be able to tell. It looks good, sounds good. I'm not saying it's bad, but we will know, most likely, right now. 5 years? No, we won't. Sections of a cover letter. Your header. This is a cover letter example, and we're going to talk about the different sections. So the header, be simple, full legal name, contact information. You don't even need email and phone. It's obvious this is an email and it's obvious it's a phone number. Yeah? Really simple. Let's keep it clean. In the past, your home address and the address of the company you were applying for were put at the top of the document. This practice has become less common, but it's okay. it would look like this. Antony Parnagoni, yada, 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 in this. Those take up a lot of space, and we're not mailing anymore. If you were mailing it, like, okay, that makes sense. Less common. Okay, less common. Who is the letter addressed to? So we have all these things. Address your cover letter as specifically as you can. So specific is great. Sorry for the weird smiley face. And general. It's like the creepiest smiley face. Specific to general. So dear Dr. John Smith. Fantastic. You know the full name and their status? Great. Dear John Smith. Okay. Dear Mr. Johnson and Mr. Smith. Having two? That's okay. If there's two, if there's the head of the department and the head of the hiring committee. As you go down, they get worse. To whom it may concern is poor, right? That's not a very strong, it's formal and it's polite, but it's not strong. Dear recruitment manager, Dear Google, dear Department of English, okay. Getting a little more specific, yeah? So the person's name and title is the best. If you don't know, if I were applying to the Department of English at NTNU and I did not know, I would look at the website, find the director of the Department of English. So I would go to the Department of English and I would find the most important person and I would write to that person. Will they read it first? No, probably not. But I would still write to the most important person if I didn't know. Because you're applying for their department, yeah? You're not applying for the person that's reading it, you're applying for the Department of English. Be as specific as you can without making a mistake. Without making a mistake. Dear Dr. John Smith, if you don't know they're a doctor, don't write doctor. Yeah, don't assume a university person is a doctor. Hey guys, I give live presentations to university students around Asia on this topic and on similar academic writing and publishing topics. To invite me to your school, you can reach out to me via email. Thanks, and I'll talk to you soon. We're going to talk about paragraph 1. This is on worksheet number 1. I will give you time to write. We're going to talk about it, and then you can write, but I'm letting you know this is about worksheet number 1. Talking about the introduction. At the top, paragraph 1. You should include your name. You should include your position you're applying for. You should include where you saw your ad, your highest level of education, and professional strengths. When I read, I teach a business English course at NCCU. One of their assignments is to write a cover letter. My students write pretty well. They're pretty good students. But their first paragraph is often it's too much. There's too many words and it's too fluffy. Yeah? So let's try to be really direct. I only gave you 3 lines. And why are you suitable is the last point. So I have 2 examples. Example 1, Dear Mr. O'Malley. So point 1, my name is Chris Hemsworth, nice, and I'm thrilled to apply for the marketing position at XYZ Corporation. So marketing position and corporation. English teaching, National Taiwan Normal University. I have an MBA from Harvard University, just your highest level of education. A background in marketing and a track record for successful campaigns. Professional strengths. I am confident that my passion and expertise align well with your company's goals. This would be for somebody that has experience, and we can kind of go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's add 1 point. This is more for a student. Example 2, Dear Ms. Johnson, my name is Antony Parnagoni, hello, and I'm excited to apply for the human resources position at ASUS Taipei, posted on Indeed. So that would be where you saw the ad. I have personally never done that, but this is very common to write where you saw the advertisement. I have done it one time where an employee notified me of the position. Mr. Johnson from your English department notified me of this position opening. Yeah? That's really common if you were referred. Yeah? If David let me know of a position, I would put David's name here. Because then they could ask David, oh, David, how do you know Antony? It's beautiful. Beautiful. So where you saw the ad or who told you about it. Point 3, highest level of education. I recently graduated with a Bachelor of Psychology from National Taiwan Normal University. Soon, this is what you will all write. I recently graduated with this degree from this school. Present tense, I am currently a Bachelor's of Psychology student at National Taiwan. So that's what you literally will write right now. I am currently a Bachelor's of Psychology student. Point 4, professional strengths. I'm deeply passionate about enhancing the employee experience in Taiwan. Yeah, what do you like? What do you love? Why are you suitable? I believe my expertise and drive make me an excellent fit for your company. This last sentence, there's nothing special about that. Keep it simple. Yeah? Keep your last sentence really simple. So we're going to go, this is what it looks like. So dear Ms. Johnson, put your thing here. Here's the worksheet activity. Write your cover letter introduction. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the example sentence I just gave. You can write yours now. We don't have a ton of time today. I don't want to say 10 minutes because that's too much time. So let's shoot for 4, maybe 5. If you were here for the self-introduction workshop that I gave, very similar language. All right, let's move on. Sorry, we don't have a lot of time. I would like this to be a little easier. Paragraph 2, this is worksheet number 2. Again, I'll talk about it a little bit, and then you can fill in as we go. Paragraph 2 is your most relevant qualifications. Especially as new graduates, you don't have a lot to talk about. So your most relevant is probably only 1 or 2 things that you did, and you can combine them. This is where paragraph 2 fits, right here. If you notice, your second and third paragraphs are your longest paragraphs, so this one will be a little longer. Take the most relevant qualifications from your resume and discuss them in detail. Example 1, each color is a different qualification. As a seasoned marketing professional, I have successfully executed numerous campaigns across various channels, including digital, social media, and traditional advertising. My experience includes developing targeted strategies, analyzing market trends, collaborating with cross-functional teams to achieve business objectives. Notably, I led a production launch campaign that resulted in a 30% increase in brand engagement and a 20% boost in sales. I love data. Data is great. If you have numbers, use the numbers. Same thing in a resume. I am confident that my expertise and track record make me a valuable asset to XYZ Corporation's marketing team. This last sentence for this paragraph is optional. Yeah, I'm confident that these skills are useful. If you have more sentences, you do not need last sentence. Let's look at another example. My academic journey has equipped me with a solid foundation in HR practices. My courses increase my capacity to empathize with others and better understand their unique challenges. Before I go on, talking about your classes is okay. If you don't have experience, your courses are what's interesting about you. Say, this course taught me this. You can be really specific. That's great. Love it. Additionally, I served as the president of the volleyball club for 2 years. In this position, I was responsible for coordinating the team and managing conflicts. President of the volleyball club does a lot. I chose 2 things: coordinating the team, managing conflicts. Not managing the budget, recruiting, onboarding, scheduling. I didn't write those things here. They are true, they're in your resume, but they wouldn't be here. In this position, I learned the value of active listening, and I learned how to appropriately delegate tasks amongst the group. I learned is like my favorite phrase. Say it in your resume. Don't say it in your resume. Specifically, don't say it in your resume. Say it in your cover letter, say it in the interviews, and say it like self-introduction videos, say it in personal statements, all the time. I learned. Fantastic phrase. Here's the paragraph now inserted. In your worksheet, write your most relevant qualifications as a list. No need for sentences. Just one, empathize with others and better understand their unique challenges. President of the volleyball club, coordinating the team and managing conflicts, active listening. So sometimes it's a position, president of the volleyball club, and then you're going to write a little bit what your core strength is. So go ahead. This is number 2. So what are you good at, or what did you do? Yeah, because our last section is common mistakes, and I really want to make sure we get through all that. Paragraph 3, your fit and interest with the company. Your fit and interest with the company. Extremely important. Just super. This is where my previous resumes, this was my weakest point. So learn from my mistake. Talk about the company. This is where it fits. This is pretty big. I would not go bigger than this. But this is a good, healthy paragraph. Discuss why you're interested in the specific company and why you are qualified. Example 1, I am particularly drawn to XYZ Corporation because of its reputation for invaluable commitment to pushing boundaries and in the marketing industry. A little AIE, but that's okay. Your data-driven approach, emphasis on creativity and collaborative work environment align perfectly with my professional values. Copy this sentence and paste it into your resume. Align perfectly with my personal values. Your company does some stuff, and I'm personally invested in those things. If you're applying for a company that is in like sustainability, of course, values driven. I'm excited about the opportunity to contribute my skills and learn from the team that consistently delivers impactful campaigns. XYZ Corporation's track record of success and dedication to excellence make me an ideal place for me to thrive and make a meaningful impact. It's an ideal place for me to thrive and make a meaningful impact. I really like that sentence as well. Example 2, I'm passionate about fostering a positive work environment and supporting employees' growth and well-being. Love it. Super simple, very direct. I'm passionate about fostering a positive work environment and supporting employees' growth and well-being. ASUS, with its presence and commitment to employee development, stands out as an ideal organization for me. Interesting. I'm impressed by your emphasis on work-life balance, professional development programs, and employee engagement initiatives. Joining ASUS would allow me to contribute my HR experience while continuing to learn, we love the word learn, to learn and grow in a dynamic and forward-thinking company. Yeah. You can write most of this paragraph without knowing about the company, but you need to go to each individual company to write the specifics. Emphasis with work-life balance. Do Taiwanese companies emphasis work-life balance? Most of the time, not as much. Yeah? So if you find a company in Taiwan that does, you can mention it. Running example with fit and interest from the company added. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. And your paragraph 4, conclusion, as simple as possible. My students often write way too much. You do not, it's like 2 sentences. Let's be really simple. Here it is. Here's example, reinforce your fit and express your desire to discuss the position. Example 1, thank you for considering my application. I look forward to the opportunity to discuss how my skills and experience align with the needs of your institution. Example 2, thank you for your time. I welcome the opportunity to discuss my qualifications further with you. You don't need to repeat yourself. Unless if you have something that is extremely valuable, you do not need to repeat yourself. Let's keep it really simple. Short and sweet. Salutations, the goodbye. Sincerely, Antony Parnagoni. Best regards, Antony Parnagoni. I personally believe these two are the best. Sincerely yours. Yours sounds like you're talking to like a relationship partner to me. It feels that way. I know it's common. Best regards is okay. I like it. I see it often. Sincerely, like here's my thinking. We have sincerely. It's nice. It's formal. Everyone knows it. So why would we choose something else? I personally, Antony's opinion, I don't know. We have it. We finished this 100 years ago. Yeah? If you have something else you want to write, that's okay. Personally, best regards and sincerely. Don't think too hard. And here's our full letter. So we have a header with contact info, introduction, qualifications and experience, your fit and interest, conclusion, and salutations. At the beginning of this lesson, I told you, my goal, be simple. As you get more complex, you make more mistakes. As you get more complex, you sound strange to a native speaker. As you get more complex, you sound like you're trying too hard from a native speaker's perspective. As you get more complex, you sound like you're hiding behind fake words. Simple is honest. Yeah? Cover letters need to be honest. The more AI you use to help you, the less honest you become. That's pretty much my thesis. Let's keep it simple, keep it short, keep it sweet. Cover letter variations. There are many ways to write a cover letter. If you find a template that is suitable for you, go with it. You go to Canva, and Canva has a really nice template, that's okay. My cover letter is not the perfect one way. It's a foundation. If your field has specific norms, also go with it. If you're an engineer in Canada, maybe Canadian engineers have a very specific cover letter style. So do your research on your specific field. Optional section, skills. You are all new graduates, or most of you are new graduates, and you'll be thinking about this. A section like this is useful if you don't have many experiences. You can write, here is what I can immediately bring to company name. Charismatic teaching and leadership, a short explanation. I love teaching English. I love working with university students. I have a passion for positive attitude and that encourages in-class focus and engagement. Number 2, high levels of experience across university campuses. I've worked with international university students in many capacities. Primarily, I design, yada, yada. A passion for supporting students. I know how challenging writing in English can be. I've been there myself, and I've been helping international students write for many years. I do my best to understand and be supportive. I like this section. And it fits just like this. So you have your cover letter, your closing, and it just fits in there as a paragraph on its own. I gave the suggestion. Many of my students have done it, and it feels good. It feels direct. It feels honest. It feels personal. Has some emotion in there. And if you don't have a lot of experience, this is a fantastic thing to write. I would not write more than 3. 2 or 3. Don't write 4. You're getting ahead of yourself. Worksheet number 3, activity. List your relevant skills. I wrote charismatic teaching and leadership, course design, data analysis, identifying consumer needs, managing conflict, cross-cultural communication. So go ahead on number 3, just list out what are 3 to 5 things that you think they're unique. I am unique because of these 3 things. Format, 12-point font. Don't be fancy. Professional fonts, Arial, Times New Roman, and similar. Black font is most common. I've seen dark gray or dark blue. I've not seen anything else. Single space, space between paragraphs, especially for the Chinese to English language. For some reason, paragraph breaks are sometimes missed by students here. It's interesting. Always, we need spaces. Left justified means it's all the way to the left. I don't fill up the whole thing like that. It's left justified. That's what it's called. I don't know what the other one is. 1 inch margins. 1 inch, 1 inch. Standard. Don't stretch it just because you have more words. You need to fit it into these most common format. Any questions? We're going to do common mistakes next. Cool. I will stay after as well. If you want to talk to me after, I will be here. Common mistake number 1, not doing a spell check and grammar check. Just 1 or 2 grammatical mistakes is a problem. Correct grammar shows your English ability, your attention to detail, and your professional writing ability. So be careful. Fix this by using Microsoft Word, Grammar, and Spell Checker, a peer review, have a friend read it, and then tutoring with Cal. Come to tutor, let's go. Fun times, love to help you out. Cover letter, not in, example 2, too short or too long. Cover letter, not in the standard dimensions with standard font sizes. If you write a 1.5 pages, that's a little strange. If your words are really small, that's a little strange. If you're a new graduate and you write too much, the company may think that you're over-exaggerating. You're a new graduate. Why do you have so much stuff? If you're an experienced person and you write too little, the company may think that you're not so serious. Problem 3, only talking about yourself. The mistake, only writing about yourself is usually a problem when you're trying to make a deal. Don't talk about yourself only. Correction, write about the company shows that you have done some research and that you have imagined yourself working for the company. That's a fantastic last line. Common mistake 4, reusing the same cover letter. I did this for a long time. Having one cover letter for all applications is a problem. Correction, using the same cover letter saves time, but you need to customize each cover letter for each application. I suggest having 5 sentences that change every time and 10 sentences that stay the same. So you go in and you fill in the new information for every cover letter. Having specific sentences that you edit for each new application. Yeah, if you don't say the company name in your cover letter, you're not going to get an interview. So you have to have a specific cover letter. Overselling. No other candidate has the skills I do. Talking about Naruto now, right? I have more qualifications than other candidates. I can guarantee I can bring a 200% increased profit to your company in the first year. Don't be overzealous. If anybody knows that word, congratulations. Don't be realistic. On the other side, don't be underconfident. I know I don't have many years of experience. Meh. I haven't always been a hard worker, but I believe that I'm improving. Meh. I am quite intimidated with the size of your company. Meh, meh. Yeah? So don't be underconfident, don't be overconfident. I think I have like 2 more. Always talk in the positive. Submitting a cover letter for the wrong job. Yeah? Sending a cover letter to Google with Amazon's name in it. I've done this once. Fix this by using unique file names. Unique file names. Antony cover letter 2024. Don't do that. Antony cover letter for Amazon English teaching position April 2024, version 5. Yeah? And so be very, very specific. Common mistake, too informal or too formal. Calling a public elementary school a prestigious institution is weird. Yeah? I think it will be fun to work for Google. That's weird. I'm finished with the content. I will stay for questions if you have them. I want to respect your time. Here are some QR codes. My company, I make YouTube videos on all of this material that you can watch for free. Also, the Center for Academic Literacy, a wonderful free resource for all of you. In addition, David has a QR code over there for the English Media of Instruction and the College of Liberal Arts. And he can also answer your questions as well. And here's my personal contact information. So thank you all. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Anthony, for bringing us such a wonderful talk. And I'm pretty sure you all enjoyed today's lecture, today's sharing. And I believe no matter how many photos you've taken during the presentation, it's still better for you to go home and take your pencil or take out your laptop and start working on it. After that, you're always welcome to book a reservation with Cal.
Woo!
So they offer a great counseling service, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be very useful for you. So College of Liberal Arts has prepared a thank you letter, a certificate,
Yeah, thanks so much.
as always. All
Yeah.
right.
Get a little handshake with the photo.
Oh,
1, 2, 3. One more.
oh.
These are always so pretty.
1, 2, 3. Thank you.
And
Thank
this
you.
time I prepared new souvenirs for you.
Thank you so much.
It's the mascot of our campus.
Oh,
Yeah. And it's also made by...
it can go on like my desk.
For sure.
Oh, that's
You're
cute.
going to like
Thanks,
it.
everyone.
All right, thank you everyone once again.
Hey guys, I give live presentations to university students around Asia on this topic and on similar academic writing and publishing topics. To invite me to your school, you can reach out to me via email. Thanks, and I'll talk to you soon.